From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Chris Harris.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
2 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30.
Making it happen, Captain. Making it happen.
In for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 56 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Third and long, it's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. From the 50, here's Herbert. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they go jet sweep. Here's Sanu. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Michael Badgley.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And a Raven first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I like plays like that. Defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That's complete. Right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll roll him out right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the Defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This time, Jackson will throw it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On the carry for Baltimore. He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Complete.
Willie Snead.
Touchdown.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3 brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That gain on third down, good for 28.
The 40-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And some room to maneuver.
Another day, another
They'll
dollar,
bring
baby.
this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
39-yard line.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. To the 22. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
No, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
At the 27-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and less than a yard.
Here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai.
Jackson's pass intercepted.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Charger drive about to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down. Blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football. Forced to dump off to the back, and even then, they closed quickly and got down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Isaiah White on the tackle. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Baltimore.
Now this time he'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
16 yards, a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And out of the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, 83 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Linval Joseph able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30.
If you were me,
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 76 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And Herbert, his third interception. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy at midfield to the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Ravens 35, Chargers 28. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the corner, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. On the option is Jackson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes Reed. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and... The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. And right side, Henry's got it. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's brought down by Jaleel Adai. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the
all tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From midfield now, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's second down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard pickup. And
the 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Jackson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
For Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
The 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Herbert now to throw. Escaping the pressure run. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now it's Herbert rolling to his right. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.